We spoke about some hip hop beef and diss tracks last week, and I really enjoyed that conversation with George. And now we've got more to talk about. Hip hop is turning into the purge. Everyone's coming out for everybody now. I even saw Lupe Fiasco. I saw a video this morning. Lupe Fiasco. He was performing last night. I'm not sure where it was, and he's like, "If anybody wants to diss me, they can come for it," you know. But and I was like, "Trust me, Lupe, no one's coming for you." Like, not that you can't rap, but you know, you're not on that level. But Drake replied to J. Cole, replied to Kendrick, had some shots for Rick Ross, had some shots. So everyone's coming for each other. The track was called Push-Ups, Gimme 50. The majority of it was obviously targeted towards Kendrick Lamar. I'm just going to give you a quick recap of some of the things that Drake said, because he said a lot. So he basically said that Kendrick wears a size 7 men's shoe. He says Kendrick's royalties are embarrassing low, gets only 50% through Top Dog Entertainment. Says Top Dog forces Kendrick to do corny mainstream features. He said SZA, Travis Scott, 21 Savage are performing better than him commercially. Had some shots at the weekend as well. Called Kendrick a midget. Called Rick Ross old as fuck. Suggested that Rick Ross has a weird involvement with Diddy. Listen, just all of that aside for a second, what did we think of the bars? Because I actually thought this was the best diss track out of the three that have come out. And funnily enough, J. Cole's removed 7-Minute Drill from all streaming platforms, which I think is weak too.
Oh man, this has definitely been a once in a lifetime type of thing in hip hop. Like I've never seen a whole group of single artists kind of get together like the Avengers to kind of go after Thanos, you know, in Drizzy. But look, I thought it was weak saying an apology the way that went. But after listening to also one of the best battle rappers out there, Styles P, who also had some thoughts on this, but somebody who's also evolved as a human. And he was expressing his confusion, just kind of him as a battle rapper, like, nah, we go hard. But for your peace of mind, it made me think like there was a whole bunch of things that went on behind the scenes that are still needing to play out. But when it comes to, diss tracks, look, Drake went hard, right? Once you diss a man's shoe size, like he went after his size 7 shoe. Just that right there for me, I was like, that right there for me, like, I was like, really? I was like, wow, he's so tiny, But I can also say this, man. Look, there is no particular person Drake can go after because all of them are coming after him, right? And I think that with Ross stepping in, Weeknd stepping in, French, but like it's like, okay, there's still something that really needs to come out. I'm still trying to figure out what it is. I've been calling around. Do you know where this beef started? Everybody swears it's over a woman. And I don't think. I think it's way deeper than that. But the truth is going to come out. But Drake, that's hard. I mean, I heard the reference track at first, and then I heard the release.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. Drake went in. Champagne Poppy definitely went in. But what Ross came out with a couple of
I thought that was a little bit weak though. He basically said that he's got ghostwriters and called him white. He's like white boy. He said white boy about 48 times on that track and basically said that Drake's got ghostwriters. Now, that's been going around for years, that rumor that Drake, has had. But show me one rapper that hasn't had some help on, I think a lot of these rappers have got ghostwriters these days.
No, Drake is a pop artist. You know what I mean? That's the thing about it. Like, if you want to come out with that type of production, you're going to need a team. You're going to need a team. The difference is between like him and somebody like Diddy, like Drake pays his ghostwriters. That's why nobody comes out and says, yes, I have a ghostwriter for Drake. But I can tell you this much. I'm still waiting for this to come out. I think this is just these are still jabs, light jabs.
Yeah, he's round one.
I don't even think this is really the hardest thing. I mean, A$AP Rocky even came out and said something. I'm like, yeah, but I still think there's more to come.
What you reckon, C-Dub?
It's just very interesting that all his friends in the industry, because he fucked with all of them heavy, all turned and got at him. So, like you, George, this is just the top layer. We really want to know, where did this all come from? Where is it coming from? Where is it stemming from? So I'm interested to know, what is this cease and desist letter he sent to French? What is that?
Somebody told me about that. So that's
No, Ross talked about it.
Oh, did he? I didn't.
Oh, you didn't hear that? You heard 45 white boys.
Yeah, that's why I kept listening for the white boys.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
I missed that part.
He talked about that. He talked about, like...
He also said he got more money than Drake, too.
And he also said, like, you never wanted to be black. You got your nose job done. I want to know all about all of these things. What does that really mean? I don't really care personally.
It's just interesting.
But it's just interesting, these words that are being used and these type of attacks that are happening by people that you really rocked with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really rock with these people and praise them. French was your man. Future was your brother. Ross. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Weekend. It's like 6 people going at you. I've never seen this before in hip-hop.
No.
Look, the only thing that I see that's different, and this is out on a limb, but the only thing that I said, no, I'm talking about with Drake and the people he went after or he went against. And even when you say Rick Ross is talking about white boy, right? Drake is the only one that's in there that comes from the tribe. Everybody else is pretty much black African, right? So I don't know if there is some underlying thing that, which is a little bit more than probably I want to go down that route.
Don't go down that route.
But that's the only thing. I mean, or a girl, which is boring.
I don't believe it's either or. I don't think these artists are smart enough to even go down that route, because that's almost hanging yourself.
Yeah, that political route.
Don't go the political route.
Right.
So, again, round 1. Let's see what comes of it.
I saw a great meme yesterday. I couldn't help laughing. They said DJ Khaled's never going to make another album again because all the artists that he uses, they're all beefing with each other.
Wow.
No more. Another one from Khaled. It's going to be no more pretty soon.
You're like, last one.
Last one.
Imagine Khaled right now.
Khaled
is losing his mind.
Yeah.
Because it's over.
Yeah.
There's no more combos. It's over.
Lenny S better have something up his sleeve for Khaled.
All right, let's move on.
Let's move on. Let's go back to the NBA.